Over the last 5 years, the world has been plagued with disease, killing off our livestock. We recently got that all under control, but the issue is, we don't have much livestock left. We have 2 cows, 2 chickens, 2 sheep for the whole world. This is called the Adam and Eve Challenge. Can we repopulate the cows, chickens, and sheep? Well, let's find out. Well, hello and welcome back. We are here on episode 2 of the Adam and Eve Challenge. We have 2 cows, 2 chickens, 2 sheep, and we need to repopulate the world with them. We got quite a bit to do. We only have 2 fields. One of them's plowed, one needs to be planted, one needs to be plowed and planted. Still quite a bit of work to do, so let's get to it. I do have one major issue, and that issue is I'm starting to get a lot of high horsepower required stuff, like this baler and like my seeder. It requires quite a bit of horsepower. Well, both of them do. Well, not too much, I guess, but they both require enough horsepower where I only got one tractor that could run that baler in this seeder right here in front of me. And that's not a good thing because I got 2 tractors and the other tractor's really not doing anything. So I need to figure out something there and maybe get another tractor, or maybe just have to toughen it out for now until I can afford another tractor. This worker here is going to go ahead and plow up the field. Field state does say needs plowing. That's why I'm going to go ahead and do it. And that should help with my yield, obviously. But we're going to plow it up, plant some grass, and get all that going. Now, last episode I did switch over to this baling trailer, and I am kind of worried that this truck's not going to be able to pull it after I get it completely full. It's not full now, but I got 15 bales total, and I got them spread out. 4 over here. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of these over here, and another 4 over at the sheep pasture. Decided to go ahead and bring this truck over to the shop and check it out, see if maybe I can upgrade the engine, but I can't. I've never used this truck before, doesn't have many options. Here's the options. I can change color, wheel setup, change that. Wonder what kind of wheel setup I get. I mean, it does have 300 horsepower. That is pretty good for how small this truck is, at least I think it is. And no, the wheels don't do anything fancy. I mean, they just make the rims look a little fancy. I was hoping maybe I'd get some off-road tires, but nope. I am truly surprised that this thing has 300 horsepower. I mean, I wasn't really struggling pulling that trailer, so maybe it will work out really good. Yeah, a lot better than I think it will, probably. This probably won't work, but I'm going to try out this stone picker, and I'm definitely not getting out in this direction. Let me figure this out real quick. There, I got turned around, you know, like a 20-point turnaround, kind of like this. But anyways, I'm going to try out this stone picker with my smaller tractor. This smaller tractor is only like 120 something horsepower. It's not much, but I need to use this tractor for something. All done with the plow. This thing is way too tall to fit in any of my buildings. I mean, I usually don't put stuff up, but I've been surprisingly doing pretty good at putting stuff up, you know, like that trailer there. Anyways, it doesn't fit inside of any of my buildings, so I'll just leave it outside for now. Now, I do want to lime before I plant, so let me go ahead and get this limer here. It's the fertilizer spreader, ground driven, 6-ton on the mod hub. Really nice one. This is kind of like my go-to for like a lot of my playthroughs, but 25,000 liters, I like that. Now, I do have a spreader for fertilizer, but it doesn't hold lime, so I'll use this just for the lime, and then I'll use the other one for the fertilizer. Let's go ahead and buy this. $40,750. I am losing all my money now. I'm down to $42,000. Oh man, this is not looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and top this off with lime. Probably gonna regret it, but yeah, $12,656 for lime. Oh man, down below $30,000 now. This is a pretty small field right here, so I will just go ahead and lime it myself real quick. I am using the smaller tractor, hoping it could be used for something. Well, huge mistake. I noticed nothing was really updating in my little map thing down there, you know, like how precision farming you would usually change colors. Yeah, that's because I haven't bought the soil samples yet. There we go. Went ahead and bought soil samples. This whole field over here is silty clay. This one is mainly loam. Now the map is updating with the colors down that bottom left. Okay, that looks a little more normal. I always forget those soil samples. Got the worker off and going here, planting some grass. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 grass fields here. This one is quite a bit smaller, but I'll make one like a grass field and one mainly a hay field. And it's obviously not going to get it perfect, but that's why I do the lime thing, so I can see very easily where it misses. I do the lime first, plant, and then we'll do some fertilizing and then some rolling. I usually forget all about rolling the seeds down, but for some reason I remember this time. But while this is going, I'm going to jump on my smaller tractor and head over to the other field and pick up the rocks with it. Hopefully it's got enough power to pull it. I mean, it's pulling it perfectly fine with it in operating mode and picking up rocks. Now I'm just kind of worried of how well it'll pull it once it starts to fill up with rocks, but I mean, this is a tiny field. I'm obviously not going to get much rocks out of it. All done with picking up those stones. Only 445 liters of stone. Not much at all. I knew it wouldn't be much. I mean, this thing is huge. It's overkill for sure, but the reason I love it so much is how wide it can pick up. I mean, I'm done really fast. Got the lineman off and going. Now it does say finished work up in the top there. That's probably my planter seeder. I mean, that's the only other worker I had going. There's something I want to look at. I realized I think I might own some greenhouses. Let's see if I can find those. Looking at my production chains here, and it's saying this is all red, missing material. I mean, it's just water. I can easily get some water over here. Now, I don't know where they're at. So I'm going to hit visit, jump to them, check the map, see where we're at now. Okay, pretty big distance here. I'm all the way over here on the west side of the map, and my farm area is right there in the center. So yeah, kind of a big distance there. And there is a water tank over here. That is very nice of them. Got them all filled up with water. Now that water tank over there is just a little water tank. It's a water tank to fill. So I believe more in the automatic water system type thing. So I went through, filled them all up with water real quick, and I will put in a water distributor and keep that thing full and distribute the water over automatically. But this is a nice little area. I mean, it's got a little shed covered area here, so I can keep some equipment over here if I need to, like a water tank and a little tractor. You know, a little tractor that can't do much. But no, I'm going to leave all this stuff on storing for right now. I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. I mean, it's just basic stuff. Now I got that figured out. I'm back over here at the fields, and I'm going to go ahead and touch up all the spots I missed. I mean, this is grass. I definitely want to get all the spots, and I probably should turn this on. There we go. Got it turned on now. I swear I'm a professional. All hooked up to my fertilizer now. I am kind of worried that it's going to weigh too much and lift up the front end. I don't think I have any weight, and plus I put this front loader attachment on the front. I mean, I could easily put a weight there too, but anyways, let's see how much this cost me. Oh, that cost me $11,520, and that whole front end did kind of lift up as soon as it went in there, but it looks like it's still pretty drivable. Maybe? No. Kinda. Let me get a weight. I'm gonna go with this weight right here, $1,350 spent. Why not? It is the smaller one out of the three that I could choose from. Usually I go with the heaviest, but I'm gonna try something a little different. Hopefully this works. It appears to be working out just fine, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this fertilized. This shouldn't use up too much fertilizer. I mean, it is grass. Grass doesn't require much fertilizer, and this is moving very slow. I think I got a lot of weight on it. Finishing up planting this grass field now. I went ahead and took over for the worker, and so I got nothing missed on the edges this time. Well, the worker missed it. I already went through and fixed it. But all that's left for this field is to fertilize. So let's go ahead and get the seeder out of the way, get the fertilizing going, and that won't take long at all. You know, wide spreads on those fertilizers. We're all done with the planting, fertilizing, and liming of the fields. Now we need to go ahead and roll it, and I did forget about it. I was about to wrap up this episode, and then I checked my fields and saw it needs rolling. Even though I talked about it a little while ago as I didn't forget it, but hey, I did. Let's pick out a roller real quick. Don't have much money to choose from. I'm gonna go with this roller, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and buy it. I was thinking about leasing it. You know what? Yeah, let me lease it. It's gonna be cheaper than buying, obviously, but it doesn't have the color options, normal color options. I mean, I got fire red, crimson red. So yeah, this is probably not gonna match up too well with the bent color I'm going with. I don't think this green's right. Let me just pick a different one. Maybe that's right. Oh well, I'll go ahead and lease it. $247. I only needed to roll those seeds down, and it is grass seeds, so I don't need to plant again. That's the main reason I'm leasing it. And I definitely got that green color way off, but oh well, I'm not keeping it. Well, that's gonna wrap up this episode. As you can tell here, we are rolling this field here. The other field is rolled. Once we get done rolling, should be able to go to the next month. And I do got to make sure these animals stay alive. But I want to thank y'all so much for stopping in and watching. If y'all haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you got any tips, tricks, or suggestions, feel free to drop them down in the comment section there. I always appreciate it. And until next time, y'all take care.